Hello everyone. So today we are going to start partnership final account of 12th commerce. Now from exam point of view, if we see, then this partnership final account carries 15 marks. So one question will be asked of 15 marks and you have to prepare final account. In the final account you have to prepare trading account, profit and loss account, partners capital or current account, and the last is balance sheet. So let us understand the format, but before understanding the format, we will see that what is the process of accounting. So first of all, what we have to do is the transaction. When the transaction occur in the business, we have to pass the journal entry in journals. Then after preparing the journals, we post the journal entries into the ledger account. Then after the preparing the ledger account, we have to balance the ledger account, and once the ledger are balanced, then this balance amount is transferred to trial balance. Then once the trial balance is prepared, after preparing the trial balance, the debit and the total of credit is to be tallied, and then once the total of debit and credit is same, then on the basis of trial balance, final account is prepared. So here today we are going to study the format of profit and trading account and profit and loss account. So let us start with trading account. So why we prepare a trading account? We prepare to know the gross profit or gross loss occurred in the business. So let us start with the trading account. The first part is here. We can see the format of trading account. This is the format of trading account. Debit side, credit side, particulars, amount, this is the debit side, particulars, amount, this is the credit side. Now there are two columns of amount. The first column indicate is the inner column, okay, where the calculations are made, and after getting the net amount, we transfer it to the outer column. So this is the meaning of inner and outer column. Then let us understand what is given under the debit side and what is given under the credit side. Now simply speaking, here I can say that in trading account, all direct expenses and direct income are recorded under trading account. So let us start with the trading account. Okay, so the first item is given here to opening stock. So whatever the stock is available here, whatever the stock is available at the starting of the year, at the start of the financial year, that is 1st April, is the stock which is recorded here under the debit side of trading account. So we will talk about the debit side first and then credit side. Then two purchases. Whatever the purchases you have made during the year, that purchase is recorded here in the inner column. And if there is a purchase return, that means if we are returning some goods which we have purchased earlier, that return is recorded, deducted from the purchases, and then we get the net purchase. So this is known as the purchase return, is also known as return outward. Then carriage inward is given. Carriage inward is a carriage which is made at the time of purchase. So while purchasing the goods, some amount is paid as a carriage, and that is also related to trading account. So it will be recorded under debit side of trading account. Then to freight is given, dock charges is given. So here we can simply say that all the expenses which are directly related to purchases or directly related to the production, that all account is recorded under the trading account debit side. Then custom duty, it is directly related to the goods. Then wages which are productive, that is related to production, that are recorded under trading account. Then wages and salary. Let us understand this term wages and salary deeply. So here wages and salary is given, then we will record under trading account. If salaries and wages is given, that will be recorded under profit and loss account. Okay. So these I am talking about all the expenses which are recorded under debit side. Then manufacturing wages is given, that is related to the production, so directly it will be recorded under trading account. Then import duty. Okay. Import duty, that means we have made some purchase another time from out of country and we have paid some duty. That is known as the import duty. With the goods which are imported from the other country, and on that goods we have paid some amount, that is known as import duty. Same way there is a export duty, that is on sales. So export duty will be recorded under profit and loss account. Import duty it will be recorded under trading account. Then coal, gas, motive power, oil, water, grease, these are all expenditure related to trading account. Then royalty is given, royalty on purchase related to trading account. Primary packing, it is related to trading account. Factory lighting, it is related to factory, so it will come under trading account. So suppose if they have said that there is a office lighting, then it is related to profit and loss account. Okay, then factory rent and rates, so that is also recorded under debit side of trading account. Then factory insurance, all factory expenditure that are recorded under trading account. Then works manager salary. So suppose here if I say that the salary is given to works manager, so works manager, where he works in the industry or the factory, so it will come under trading account. Suppose if I say that office manager salary is given, so where you will record under profit and loss account, debit side. Then here one item is given, that is gross profit, so that we will discuss later on after discussing the credit side of trading account. So let us understand what is credit side. Okay, so now here the first item given under the credit side, that is sales. So purchase is recorded under debit side because it is an expenditure. Sales is recorded under the credit side because it is an income. But there is other reason to record. Purchase is recorded to increase the stock. So here purchase is recorded to increase the stock under the debit side, and sales is recorded on the credit side to decrease the stock. So there is one more reason. So that's why I told you the second reason, that why purchase is recorded on the debit side. It is an expenditure, first reason. Second is it increases the stock. Okay. Then why sales is recorded on the credit side? It is an income, so it is recorded. And the second reason is it decreases the stock. Okay. So what do you mean? What do you mean by stock? Stock is the goods lying in the godown, that is known as the stock. Okay. Now let us understand the second term, that is, sorry, I didn't explain you the sales. Sales is recorded on the credit side, then it is recorded under the inner column, and then it is deducted with the returns. So if we have done the sales and if some goods are returned to us, that is known as sales return, and it will be deducted from the sales and we will get the net sales in the outer column. Okay. Then next is goods lost by fire. So if your goods are lost, that means your stock is going to be decreased, so you have to record under the credit side. You remember the second reason. Okay. So goods is lost by fire, it will be recorded under the credit side. And the goods are lost by theft, chori ho gaya hai, so it will be recorded under the credit side. Then goods distributed as free sample. If we have distributed goods as a free sample, that means we have done our advertisement, then ultimately our stock is going to be decreased and it will be recorded under the credit side. Then goods lost in accident. So you send the goods by the transport and the accident occurs of that transport service, then definitely your goods are being lost. So here you have to record under the credit side because it decreases the stock. Then goods withdrawn by partners. If partners had taken out the goods for their personal use, then also your goods are going to be decreased, your stock is going to be decreased, so you have to record under the credit side. And ultimately you have to record the last item, second last item, that is closing stock. Whatever the goods are lying in your godown at the end of the year, at the end of the financial year, that is 31st March, that you have to record under the credit side. So that is about the closing stock. Now, why we prepare trading account? That is a question. So we prepare the trading account to know the gross profit or gross loss of the business. So here trading account is prepared to find out gross profit or gross loss. Now how to find out gross profit or gross loss? So here if the credit side is larger than the debit side, then you get a gross profit. And if the debit side is more than the credit side, you get a gross loss. Understand this. Suppose here the total, I am giving an example, here the total of the credit side is 100 rupees. Okay, the total of credit side is 100 rupees. मतलब ये सारे आइटम्स को मिला के 100 रुपए टोटल आ रहा है, एंड ये सारे आइटम्स को टोटल करने के बाद आपको 80 रुपीज मिल रहा है. So 100 minus 20 you will get 80, 100 minus 80 you will get 20 rupees as your gross profit. I hope you understood this gross profit concept. Then the same way, if this total is 150 rupees, यहां तक मैं बोल रहा हूं, यहां तक ये टोटल कितनी है डेबिट साइड की 150 रुपीज है, एंड द क्रेडिट साइड टोटल इज 100 रुपीज यहां तक. ओके, सो डेबिट साइड इज मोर देन द क्रेडिट साइड, सो 150 minus 100 you will get 50 rupees as a gross loss. So I hope you understood this trading account. Then next we will move on to profit and loss account. Okay, so now let us understand the format of profit and loss account. So here, profit and loss account, why we prepare profit and loss account? To identify or to determine the net profit or net loss occurred during the year. So let us understand the format. First of all, I'll explain you the debit side of profit and loss account. So let us start. The first item given here is to salaries. Okay, one thing I would like to tell you is these gross profit which is given under the debit side, that will be transferred here, that is under the credit side, by gross profit brought down. Here it is known as carried down gross profit. Here when we transfer this, then it is known as brought down. Same way, this gross loss carried down will be transferred to the debit side. So directly ये क्या हो जाता है, क्रॉस हो जाता है. डेबिट में अगर ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट है, इट विल कम अंडर द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट, बिकॉज वी हैव टू ट्रांसफर इट टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. सेम वे वाइस वर्सा, if gross loss is given under the credit side, it will be transferred to debit side of profit and loss account. On the first item, that is to gross loss. I have not written here, but you have to write if gross loss is given in the question. Then the first item is to salaries. So salary, it is related to office, it will be recorded under the debit side. Then rent and rates related to office, insurance, electricity, lighting, telephone, postage, printing and stationery, traveling expenses, depreciation on asset. Now what is depreciation? Depreciation means wear and tear of asset. Whatever the asset is there in your business and that gets depreciated, that gets used, and use करते वक्त उसकी value कम हो जाती है. तो whatever the value is been decreased in that particular year, that is to be recorded under the debit side of profit and loss account by naming depreciation of asset. Then loading charges, the goods which are being transferred to other person, which are sold, that all charges related to that selling charges, it is recorded under debit side. Entertainment expenses related to office, repairs and renewals, interest on loan, sundry expenses, or we can say miscellaneous expenses. Then conveyance is related to traveling. Then loss by fire, theft, accident. So whatever the actual loss has occurred, that loss is recorded here under the debit side. Then commission allowed, discount allowed, advertisement, carriage outward, these all expenses are recorded under debit side of profit and loss account because it is related to office. Now one thing I would like to tell you is, here there was carriage inward was given, and here carriage outward is given. Now what do you mean by carriage inward? Carriage inward means carriage on purchase, and carriage outward means carriage on sales. So here, once we are selling the goods, it becomes the office expenditure. Whatever the expenditure which are incurred with the sales, that expenses are recorded under profit and loss account. So here, that's why the reason here carriage outward is recorded, because it is on sales. Then bad debts. Bad debts means amount which is not recovered from the business. That means after sales, if some amount is not recovered, that is recorded under the debit side of profit and loss account because it is related to office. Then the last is export duty. Same way I wrote here import duty, I have already explained you. So export duty is recorded under debit side. And then last is net profit. Net profit I will explain you later on. Once we complete with the credit side, then I will explain you the net profit. Now let us understand the credit side of profit and loss account. So first item is given gross profit, which is being coming from trading account debit side. So gross profit is there. Then commission received. So whatever the income is there, we say as whatever the indirect expenses or indirect income is recorded under profit and loss account. Indirect expenses are recorded under debit side. Indirect income is recorded under the credit side. So here commission received is an indirect income and it is related to office. So that's why it is recorded under credit side. Then discount received. You might be knowing the discount while selling the goods. Discount is given or we get the discount. So that discount received is an income and it is recorded under credit side. Then interest received. Whatever the interest received, it is an income and it is recorded under the credit side as it is related to office. Then sundry receipts. Profit on sale of asset. If some asset is sold and you get some profit out of that asset, then that is also recorded under credit side because it is an indirect income and it is an income related to office. That's why it is recorded under profit and loss account, credit side. Then the net loss. So let us discuss why we prepare profit and loss account to determine the net profit or net loss for the year. So when we will get the net profit, when the credit side is more than the debit side, then we will get net profit and that will be transferred to partner's capital or current account. So let us just understand what is net profit, how we find out the net profit. So again I'll repeat, the total of credit side is more than the total of debit side, we get net profit. Same way, the total of debit side is more than the credit side, we get net loss. So I hope you understood net profit and net loss. Now net profit is transferred to partner's capital or partner's current account as we have already studied in the previous chapter, that is introduction to partnership. The net profit which is given which is written under the credit side of partner's capital account, which is divided between the two partners, that net profit is coming from here, that is from profit and loss account debit side. So that is the net profit. Same way net loss is also transferred to partner's capital or current account. So that is all about the format of trading account and profit and loss account. I hope you understood this format of trading and profit and loss account. In case if you have any doubt, then you can message or call me. You can comment in the video section. You can comment in the section. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.